This is what the High Commissioner on Human Rights at the United Nations thinks of nationalism and your defense of your rights as a legal citizen of your own country.
Over two-thirds of the national parliaments in European Union countries now include political parties with extreme positions against migrants. This discourse, based on racism, xenophobia, and incitement to hatred, has now expanded so significantly that in several countries it is dominating the political landscape. I deplore the continuing uncertainty about beneficiaries of the DACA program. I'm also concerned about proposals that could drastically reduce social protections, particularly in the light of the concerns expressed by the Special Rapporteur on extreme poverty and human rights following his visit to the U.S. in December.
Battling the dialect of European globalism seeping into the United States, Attorney General Jeff Sessions dropped a lawsuit bombshell on California and spoke with California law enforcement to make it abundantly clear that their legislators and governor had crossed the line on becoming a sanctuary state.
Let no one contend that we reject immigration and want to wall off America from all immigrants. President Trump and the American people know what's happening. We admit 1.1 million immigrants lawfully to permanent resident status in the United States with a clear path to citizenship, green card status every year. No nation comes close to that. I understand that we have a wide variety of political opinions out there on immigration, but the law is in the books and its purposes are clear and just. There is no nullification. There is no secession, a refusal to apprehend and deport those, especially the criminal element, effectively rejects all immigration law. It's a rejection of law, and it creates an open borders system. It's the only way it can be described. And open borders is a radical, irrational idea that cannot be accepted. The American people will not accept it.
Now harboring over roughly 2.5 million illegal aliens, California Governor Jerry Brown, in typical liberal lunatic fashion, confirmed an earlier statement he had made against the enforcement of U.S. immigration laws, foolishly labeling the perceived aggression an act of war.
You called this an act of war from the federal government.
An act of war?
And you said that...
That's pretty strong. But I reincorporate that comment, yes.
Okay, so does that mean that California is going to retaliate to what the federal government had?
No, we are a state of laws. We want to observe the law, and now the Attorney General has basically thrown the gauntlet down and done it in a highly politicized way. Yeah, this is a very aggressive act on the part of the Trump administration. And it's not right. It won't stand.
Meanwhile, President Trump spoke to the Latino coalition representing true American progress and unity, reiterating the founder's sentiment, united we stand, divided we fall.
America First is about unity. It's about coming together as one family, one big, beautiful American family. No matter our race or color or creed, to protect our jobs, our communities, and our country. We want all Americans to thrive and flourish together.
California has imprisoned over 2,400 illegal immigrants for homicide, while The Hill reported the DOJ and the U.S. Sentencing Commission reported that as of 2014, illegal immigrants were convicted and sentenced for over 13% of all crimes committed in the United States. Meanwhile, a psychotic Kim Jong-un is feverishly building a nuclear missile capable of reaching the California coastline. A deadly hepatitis A outbreak has reached epidemic proportions, and California is teetering on the edge of the cliff of bankruptcy.
I think Jerry Brown is absolutely right. This administration and Jeff Sessions in particular have clearly put a target on the back of California, and California's going to fight. And I think that these folks folks are really mired in rolling back the clock in time, and that's not going to happen. California represents the future.
I hope we take this moment to recognize that we have to fight against the racist myth that the Trump administration is trying to perpetuate, that immigrants are dangerous criminals. There is nothing farther than the truth. This is racist, and it is false.
Look, we know the Trump administration is full of liars. They've pled guilty already to the special counsel. And I call upon him to apologize to the people of California, to bringing the mendacity of Washington to California and trying to insert discord and division, and I might add, dysfunctionality in a state that's really working.
Jerry Brown and company declaring war against their own country represent nothing short of incompetence spiraling into blatant treason. If California had any sense, they'd realize that now is not the time. John Bound reporting for Infowars.com.
Introducing Icarin, a 30-day liver and kidney cleanse, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. We have set out with top researchers and developers to bring you the strongest, purest, most potent, documented system for your liver and your kidneys. There are 2 different formula blends in one powerful capsule. It also funds the Infowar, a total 360 win. Icarin, available now at InfoWarsLife.com.